Yes, indeed. A very big hello and welcome to the Event 3 finals, a 3-event tournament, the UBC. Last chance for some of these teams to take away some of the almost $500,000 in prize money on offer. Sam Hargraves is my name. The UBC is bowls like you've never seen it before. Unique scoring, unique teams, unique set of rules. Great to have your company. Let's introduce you to the team. Our resident expert, Chris Green, and Barry Lester slots in the commentary. Hello, mates.
Yeah, gentlemen, good to be here.
Well, you guys came runner-up in Event 1, and we had the pleasure of your company throughout the finals of that. Event 2, unfortunately, you guys weren't able to make it, but geez, you've rebounded strongly, finishing in the top 2 of your section and getting ready to hopefully do some damage in Event 3 finals.
Would be nice, yeah. Everything went against us in the second event. Nah, just joking. No, we're outplayed. The teams were just too good, and yeah, we weren't quite right up to it. So to be able to bounce back with a great performance, and Teys really set the mark today by getting some good front end bowls, and Gaz is stroking him quite good. He's had a really solid week. He hasn't had a game off. Don't know how he does it. He must have I don't know, extra pillows in his room than mine, but yeah, he doesn't mind his sleep, the big fella, but he's been getting his rest because he has to, because he's played so many games.
Well, this team, speaking of setting the standard, the Warilla Gorillas just looked almost unbeatable in Event 2. Introduce them to us, Greeny.
Just superstars all round. Aaron Teys, he's been playing lead and skip, and then you have a look at Corey Wedlock. We've already trademarked the Wedlock weight, and it's been on display this week. Jeremy Henry, the king. Aussie Jez, and he just sits back and just cheers the boys on. Corey Wedlock, Aaron Teys, Jeremy Henry, they are your Warilla Gorillas.
And the Wellington Hornets, Greeny.
Yeah, I think well, you've got your adopted Kiwi there, David Ferguson, a New South Wales State skipper. Kiwi legend Gary Lawson, ultra competitive, and watch out for the fireworks he provides. And Mike Kernaghan, that's a third player of the lineup. He's the 2016 World Force Champion, Gary Lawson, David Ferguson, Mike Kernaghan, the Wellington Hornets.
That's a formidable lineup, this Hornets lineup. Baz, I brought it up before, but Dave Ferguson finished 2017-2018 as the #1 ranked Australian bowler. He knocked you off that perch that year in the rankings, and Gary Lawson, a 14-time New Zealand champion. It's a very, very good team.
Yeah, Dave had a hot run there for a couple of years, and he's been consistent for 10 years, you know, ever since I've seen him on the circuit, so he's a very solid player. The beauty about Fergie, he's versatile, so he can play deft weight shot, draw shots, and the big weighted shots when needed. And then you got the experience of Lawson up front, calling good heads and being quite composed on the rink.
Are we expecting this one to be a pretty high-scoring one?
High scoring, and once again, I think we'll soon see here which hand Lawson starts with, but the fact that they've got the mat, I think he has to start backhand, try and clag up the hand or try and shut down Corey early, because the Corey, what is it, the Wedlock weight?
Wedlock weight. If
you can somehow nullify that Wedlock weight, you're on your way to competing and then seeing what happens from there. But you'll see plenty of aggression too, if need be. Fergie's got a big weighted shot on him.
You might have to help us out with that trademark information, because you've trademarked a number of things, haven't you? You've got your blessed wine, you've got your sunscreen, you've got your hand sanitizer. Anything else in the pipeline?
Oh, why not? You know, so you know, something I've been working on over the years, and I've been very well supported by people in my corner, and without them I wouldn't be able to do what I do. So to have a few little products and gifts, and yeah, it's been a bit of fun. So as we see there, Gary just sort of getting in the eye of Corey, even though Corey was slightly higher than where he'd want to be, but it's just one of those cosmetic things when you're looking down the hand that you're normally sort of positive in getting to the jack, and you see something in your way, it can just make you think a little. So if you're not on, you want to be sort of getting in the opposition's way.
Busiest man in bowls is Barry Lester. How are things at Burleigh?
Yeah, very well. Yeah, shout out to everyone at Burleigh Heads. Hope they're watching tonight. We've I saw blue skies. Gary, yeah, there we go. Great shots, Gary Lawson.
Gives them first and second with the first toucher of this quarterfinal. The first quarterfinals, we've got North Queensland up against the Point. Dandenong, you'll see Baz in action up against the Lions, and then Exodus and the NCE Raptors. So a spot in the semi up for grabs here between Warilla and Wellington.
A little bit of sunlight peeking through there. We haven't actually seen much this week, unfortunately, but there's a bit tonight. Nice evening here. And Corey, once again, just finishing slightly high, but good weight just to crack an egg and disturb the head. He won't be too upset with that. But I think at some stage, if he can, with his next, try and fatten that target, that would be a bonus.
You're all kitted up, ready to go?
Yeah, just put a half an hour in, just get some rhythm, just a bit of leapfrog, just working on some weight control stuff, and I'll jump back out after this game and try and fine-tune.
How do you warm up?
I do a little thing called leapfrog where wherever my bowl finishes, I add 2 feet and then just keep adding 2 feet again. Quite often in this particular competition, 2 feet's asked a lot, so you're asked to just add 2 feet and you got to practice it. So wherever my first bowl actually ends, I'll just try and add 2, and wherever that is, add 2 again. So if I don't do it with my first, at least every bowl will continually add weight, and then I'll just do a bit of reverse of that for another 10 minutes as well. So just fine-tune the delivery and make sure I'm getting centre rink in my warm-up. So I don't want to be missing my lines.
And Baz, we're always asking anyone that sits in that chair that you have, and we've been so lucky with the access we've had to all the superstars that are here for this UBC event, the Ultimate Bowls Championship. Your journey into bowls, where did it start?
First club was Wedderburn, born in Bendigo, with the great man next to me. Yeah, proud to be born in Bendigo, great country town. Still got family and friends up there, so shout out to Wedderburn Bowls Club and friends and family up there. And played for the Redbacks, the Wedderburn Redbacks.
There you go.
In their footy, and it was a great town to grow up in. And then moved to Lakes Entrance, and they really got right behind me with employment and opportunity. Great shot there, Aaron Teys.
Yep.
What a shot. And yeah, without the support of Lakes Entrance Bowls Club moving forward, and my mentor, John Snell, yeah, once again, it's great to have good people in your corner to help you get to where you want to go.
I was wondering what all these asterisks are in the program, and I think it's all the Bendigonians.
Bendigo's very well represented. The Wilson brothers as well. Lee Schreiner was at Bendigo East. I'm forgetting someone.
Well, Aaron Wilson's Sonarned, I think.
Yeah.
Sonarned Hospital, was it? Leave it with me.
Close enough. Nathan Wilson, definitely.
Nathan Wilson,
born in Bendigo.
So Teysy needs to split these orange ones. Perfect. That's the hardest shot in this event, trying to cover damage as well as not be too far away that they take the bowl out and you then got to draw to save. So it's a tough one here. Fergie removes this bowl, he can make 3, but if he gets the jack, he can make a number also, and it's close.
This is...
Not quite enough. What an effort.
They should still keep first. Warilla got their first points with that toucher from Aaron Teys. Hornets got a toucher by Gary Lawson. They had lead shot as well. So if you're just joining us for the first time for the UBC, this is the finals of the final event. Event 3, it's a 3-event tournament. Each event spread over 2 days. The sectionals, 7 of those played on day 1, the other 3 the morning of day 2, and then the finals in the afternoon and evening of the second day. So a final day of action at the UBC.
Massive opportunity, just gone begging there to just try and get another one to count, but Teysy would be pretty happy with the fact that he got his line then and just missing his weight. But pretty good start. Everyone sort of contributed there, so that's always good.
Welcome back to the UBC Highlight Show. N2 ended up being a nice tight head of bowls, with both leads applying the pressure early. The Hornets claimed first and third shot, but Warilla stayed in the game by securing 5 points with the second shot.
So Hornets able to flex a little bit of muscle, 16 points in that end to be 30-21 up over the Warilla Gorillas.
Great head of bowls too. I think probably the furthest bowl was 2.5 feet away, that head of bowls. It was unbelievable.
Corey Wedlock is on the corporate side. His backhand, and look at that weight.
Who come up with that? You did?
No, that was Sam.
Really?
Yeah, I just trademarked it. I wanted a little bit of royalties.
Gary Lawson now.
Started well, Gaz. You know, even that's not going to quite get shot, but it's in the area. You know, anything inside a couple of feet, it's going to be workable. So has the champion team been mentioned in early stages
Well,
yet.
I was trying to get Razor earlier, saying that he hasn't got much of a chance, because Warilla's obviously, they've won an event just like Geelong did, but they're in the finals again, but they're directly through to the quarterfinals.
Toucher for Warilla.
Right, finishing top, yep.
And if they were to get knocked out, they'd still be top of that pool.
Okay.
So I don't want to give too much away, but there is other opportunities as well. Exodus.
He's going right at this. Gary Lawson, there you go.
Yeah, he's played
he's
well,
posied
Gary.
up
Started well here.
Look
Yeah.
at that, the toucher, and gives them first shot. Aggression.
Just giving Warilla a little nudge here.
Exodus. Obviously, they've made quarterfinals, but they've topped their section, so...
Right.
And...
It's fascinating because they haven't
Wellington.
advanced past their
No.
first finals game. Each of the 3 events, they've skipped the prelims, finishing top 2, but they haven't won a finals
So
game.
they've just accumulated well across
Yep.
the 3 events, which is the idea of it.
So you obviously don't get points for topping your section, but how it helps is if you get knocked out in the quarterfinals, obviously the top 4 positions go to the semi-finals, and then so 5, 6, so that gets determined on where you were in the standings. So that's if they're top of that, then they're getting 5th, so they've got 2 5ths.
Extra $8,500 for the champion team over the 3 events. For each event, $40,000 for the first place team, $20,000 for second, $15,000 for the 2 losing semi-finalists, and all the way down to the quarterfinals, Greenie, where they get for $5,000 a pop.
Yep.
Teys needs to disturb this head, I feel, with his first. Just land those bowls or move the jack out of there. But he'll be playing the hard weight. If he misses, just try and stick around the back of the head here. He's in the area. Aaron Teys, what have you got? He's got it. What a shot.
Oh,
Perfect weight.
just sublime from Aaron Teys.
So as you can hear from Gary Lawson, very experienced player, standing where he wants Fergie to play the weight to. You know, it's quite an easy head to play solid at, but he knows must get a bowl past the jack here if he isn't successful in disturbing the head. And he should have done that.
It's blow
Gonna
past
stay
the
on.
tee.
Yep.
Stays on. So between Aaron Teys and Corey Wedlock, 242 games of international experience as Jackaroo's teammates of yours, Baz.
Yeah, there'll be plenty more coming their way, I would have thought, in the near future too. So Teysy needs to pass just to, yeah, you never know. So increased weight here. Get the front orange in the centre. It can flick the wing blue and then collect the jack. I think you'll see a lot more weight though.
Yeah, it is a pretty good setup for Warilla, isn't it?
He's going more direct here. Needs to hold. Needs to clear the front here, Fergie, and he's a chance. Oh, he's just missing. That's a big opportunity here for Teysy.
They've got first and second at the moment, so that 12-point margin, they'd actually jump. Well, no, because the 3rd shot is with the Hornets. So they'd get 3.
That just highlights the importance of this bowl and adding it in there. Don't allow them to score any and getting 18 yourself.
Something similar to his first bowl. He is higher. Going to get down. Well, he's done enough, I feel.
Falls
had an
over.
Well, it could be close then.
Yeah, it's going to be very tight. I would say they've got first and second, and I don't know if they've got 3rd.
Corey looks pretty confident.
Ultimate end possibility here. Ultimate end is when you
Gaz
get
thinks
first,
it's
second, and
the
3rd shot.
Yeah, so they're down there measuring. As you alluded to, Sam, if it was to stay this way, just first and second, it would only be 12 points as a marginal difference.
So first, second, and 3rd. So they jump up into the lead, the Warilla Gorillas. 9 points. So it's very, very tight after 3 ends. But that was a 24-point end for Warilla. And just a 6-point end for the Wellington Hornets.
And Gary Lawson had a ripping end.
Yeah.
You know, he played a couple of crackers, toucher and the crossover, so he did his bit. And Fergie was just narrow with his last. I felt he played great weight. And Corey, that's a nice response, just to get one in behind the jack with your first.
So, Baz, it's a Com Games year in July, Birmingham. When do you start to turn your attention to that? Making the side and then figuring out your place in it and all the above?
Pretty much since World Championships was cancelled. It was to be selected for a major like the World Championships and not to have the event go ahead was pretty hard to take.
Yep.
And then you just had to completely shift your attention to Birmingham. And we had a camp recently, which was great fun, seeing all the Jackaroos together for the first time in a long time. And then we head over to the UK in a couple of weeks to train and trial and compete for 2 weeks on the greens where the Commonwealth Games is held. And we'll try and learn as much as we can and compete to the best ability we can and put our hand up for a spot. And it's quite wide open, and it's from my point of view, of course I want to make the team, but I wish everyone the best of luck in making the team, and I'm sure when they get picked they'll be very worthy, so it's a great opportunity.
Where are you focusing your attention? A particular event, or are you just leaving yourself open to wherever you think that the coaches have got you best placed?
Something of this magnitude, you just have to be, one, involved, two, sort of in the area to be trialling, and then three, well, if you just get picked, you'll go anywhere you want. But I do pride myself on being a good front end man and for my team, and I just love playing in team environment sports, and if I can contribute to the best I can in any position, let alone the front end, I'll do my best for the Jackaroos, and like I said, just be a good team person.
Gary Lawson stalking this one.
Wants the crossover? Don't think so.
Yeah, I think it's still going to stick with Warilla. So some big decisions for Gary Willis and Karen Murphy, his assistant coach. Gary, the current Australian Jackaroos coach.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's not a job anyone. Chris and I do it at Clubland, selecting teams, and it can be a very probably an emotional experience. But you try to do it to the best of your ability, and we've created a great environment to be around in the Jackaroos, and we know everyone's got each other's back, so we'll be doing all we can. And what a great opportunity to play bowls in the Commonwealth Games in the Northern Hemisphere. So, the whole village lifestyle and all that, that's something everyone wants to experience. So, very exciting. And
then hopefully we'll get to a point in this world where rational heads will prevail and lawn bowls will become an Olympic sport. The fact that it's not on a very obscure technicality is a bit of a travesty, which we've spoken about before, Baz.
Yeah, no, it's fingers crossed, and you try to do everything you can. I know the sport of bowls, World Bowls, Bowls Australia, everyone's lobbying the best they can. So Fergie needs a big one here. Touch is huge, and
gonna get it.
Shots.
Gonna get the touch.
Well, it's probably a better head too, isn't it, Chris?
Yep.
It's a target now, whereas it was just hidden, that jack.
So Warilla got the lead shot after the leads had sent down their 3 deliveries.
Yeah, a number of opportunities now for the Hornets. As you said, Baz, it was trying to draw down there, and to get the extra points, trying to draw a toucher. So if you're missing, you're going through. Where here, now they've got the bowls to land, and that's probably why we'll see Teys head around the back here.
So that toucher for the Hornets cuts the margin back to 9 points. So we are right at the business end of this game. Late stages of the fourth end, single figure margin, world-class teams. Some of the best in the business. Might be narrow from Ferg.
Well, he's poor.
Was he pushed?
I think he was just under the weight he wanted there, but still opportunities.
Aaron Teys. 4-time BPL champion.
Oh, this could be amazing. Touch up. If he gets a touch up.
Look at that. That is huge. Clutch.
Just a little high five for me, baby.
Yeah,
he even likes it.
Yeah, he likes that.
Lead will go back to 12, and they've got first and third.
25 seconds on the clock. Take your time here, Fergie. This is huge, this shot. I hate to say it, but we've got to rely on some luck sometimes. I think this needs to be a bit of a hit and hope and rattle and move things and just wait that... Oh. No. So, ultimate end. back-to-back ultimates. That's what they do, Warilla, and they've done it all week.
That's a very strong third and fourth end. Doesn't get much better than that, and they open up a 30-point lead.
And that lead was here to stay, with Warilla not letting even a single bowl slip.
I mean, at what point do you shake hands?
So they're just getting a few cobwebs out here.
Eventually, the Hornets knew they were fighting a losing battle, so the two skips used their last few bowls more like target practice, with Teys even rolling one up left-handed.
They're just playing this out for the crowd here. Now, Dave Ferguson. And that'll do it. Chris Green is with the Warilla Gorillas.
Thanks, Sam. The Warilla juggernaut continues on. Guys, after winning event 2, you just come up against the boys from Wellington. Just look at the experience there, David Ferguson, Gary Lawson. Where does your confidence go? Is there a roof, or how high is it going?
Oh, no, mate. You can get beat by anyone. They're two very good players. We knew that we had to be at the top of our game to try and match them. So, no, there's certainly no confidence at the moment. Just got to keep going out and put your best foot forward and hope for the best, because anyone can beat anyone on any day.
Cool, calm, collected. We saw you down there, a little high five between you two. You're looking beautiful eyes into the camera. Corey, you're the first team to book your spot in the semi-finals. What's the plan between now and then?
Just relax and have a look at the games. And obviously that was a pretty solid performance, but I think we can definitely get better. So just have a bit of a break, a few waters, and have a bit of a roll, and then
No, well done, boys. I'll let you go. Good luck later on in the semi-finals.
So the next quarterfinal we've got coming up in just a moment, the North Queensland Roos, who caused probably the biggest upset of the tournament so far when they beat the Warilla Gorillas in the quarterfinals of event 1. They take on the Point, the club very close to your heart, Chris Green. Let's introduce, though, the North Queensland Roos first.
Yeah, it's great to see the Roos back in the finals here. Team owner and pretty much the captain, big Damien McGee. He's been in fine form all week. Johnny Newell is the president of Queensland Premier League, and I'll tell you what, the display's been putting on. It's been brilliant. Mark Armstrong late into the team, but by all means, they might be sticking with him in the future with all these sort of results going on. The North Queensland Aussie Qld Roos heading to the rink right now. And look at the Roos.
Oh, and the mascot, if you don't mind, the only team to bring their own mascot.
How good is that, hey, the Roos?
Greenie, introduce us to your boys, the Point.
Yeah, the Point, 3 great guys, but Ali Forsyth, Kiwi legend, one of the best runners in the world. David Axon, the Welsh wizard, calls Tarrant Point his home now though. And the Kyle Hansen, young greenkeeper at the club, but a rising star. And look at that smile, he's loving the UBC. David Axon, Ali Forsyth, Kyle Hansen, here's your Point.
And joining us in commentary, one of the very best in the business. He's a big part of the Exodus team who, for the 3rd straight event, bypassed the preliminaries, straight through to the quarters, looking to go a lot deeper in this 3rd and final event. Aaron Sheriff, hello mates.
Hey guys, how is?
Very good. Must be good to be back in finals again, but I reckon it's just a little itch that you need to scratch to make sure you progress.
Yeah, no, we haven't. We've bowed out pretty quickly in the first 2 events, but give ourselves another great opportunity again, and on the bottom half of the draw this time, so hopefully that brings us some different luck.
I said that earlier. I said you're Section B now. I said so it was all Section A, events 1 and 2. What it also means too is you've had that a little bit longer break, or a little bit less. No, you've had a little bit less
Probably
this time,
less,
just slightly less.
Yeah, probably a little less, but still quite a substantial break, and hanging to get out there now.
It'll be John Newell to lead off for the North Queensland Roos. You got a tip for this one, Aaron?
Oh, look, on paper, you would probably say the Point. There's a lot of experience, a lot of international experience there, but Doge has been leading fairly solidly, and Damien's probably been the surprise packet of the event. I think he's played extremely well, and he's pumped for this one.
His performance, in particular against the Warilla Gorillas in event 1, they were just so often they were trying to slam the door shut, and he just barged through with big-time bowl after big-time bowl, and they got out of jail, and they got probably I think, the surprise win in all due respect of the tournament.
Yeah, and, because Big Magoo's, a jovial character and loves a good time, and he's a bit up and about. He's a bit unassuming, but he's a fantastic player, and he's been around the game for a long time. So for those who know him, it's not a surprise to see him play so well.
He sponsors a lot of bowls tournament up in Queensland, doesn't he, Greenie? He's such a big contributor to the sport in the Sunshine State.
Yeah, exactly. And he also takes a group of players over to WA. I think they're called the Bush Rangers.
Yep.
I believe you might have been involved in that too.
No, I haven't yet.
You've never been involved?
No, not with Damien. We've discussed it, but he looks after a lot of the boys, and he's he's great for our game, and we need people like Damien involved in the sport if it's going to improve.
So no points yet. As we know, 3 points for every toucher, 3 for the crossover, and then 18 on offer at the conclusion of each end.
Ryman Healthcare, proud partner of the UBC. Ryman have been creating vibrant retirement villages for over 35 years with passionate bowlers playing a big part in their community. So partnering with us was a natural fit. To learn more about the Ryman difference, visit rymanhealthcare.com.au. Great to have our sponsors, Ryman Healthcare, also Audica. You can enjoy better hearing with Audica. If you're over 26, book your free hearing check today at audica.com.au. Love your ears. As the point posse up after the lead, they'll get 3 points for the lead shot.
It's going to be interesting, this battle here with Damien McGee. In event 1, as we saw him playing, he was playing like the perfect shots. He tried the hard weight more often than not, and then in event 2, he was just missing occasionally here and there. But by all means, apparently in event 3, which we're in right now, he's back to playing those big shots.
Yeah, I think the idea on this carpet is probably to either be looking at dead draw or to play a little more aggressive than you probably normally would. So those are the little fiddly shots, the sits and the trails, those sorts of things that they are quite difficult to play. That little bit more aggressive, expansive game is probably the way to go.
I wonder if we'll see an ultimate end. You wouldn't believe how many ultimate ends there have been tonight already, as it's just every game. And to start off, I think we had 4 in the first 2 matches.
Yeah, well, Warilla had 2 in the last.
Oh, some points there. He held on for the shot.
Touch up.
Yeah, he's got the shot too. It's a great shot by Magoo.
So they get their first 3 points. And they hold first shot.
Ali, he's down for the shot here. He doesn't get the jack, but he's got the shot.
Just delightful placement from Ali Forsyth. Back to having first and third. Now, are people giving you some materials to hold up in front of the camera, are they?
Probably.
Wouldn't be the Darwin crew, would it?
Yeah, they've got a bit of stuff flying around, so plenty of stubby coolers and bowls cloths and whatnot. So
there must have been another plane come down from Darwin just full of merchandise.
Yeah. Nah, why not? You get your brand out there, go for it.
Oh, exactly.
Absolutely. We saw Brendan McCullum has been given a Darwin hat that he's proudly sporting, given that his side, the Challengers are out.
Yeah, well, I think all the players, I've touched on it before, are all close and get along quite well. So whoever's not involved with the finals, I'm sure all of them have jumped on a team in some way.
Welcome back to the UBC Highlight Show. After losing end 1, the North Queensland Roos came back with a kick in end 2. The point tried to hold them off.
Speaking of rains, that's almost the perfect line.
But Damien McGee had got his eye.
Weight's good, he's pretty good here.
Yeah, he's played this well.
Around the front. Oh, he's played a bomb. What
Look
a
at
shot.
that.
Big D, what a
Deft
shot.
touch. And that's what he did to upset Warilla. I mean, so many times we thought Warilla are going to take this in, and it was often last bowl for Damien McGee that he was able to do that, and they got out of with a win.
Yeah, obviously last bowl's a big advantage with the opposition have no right or reply. So, when you do get the opportunity to have the last bowl, you want to make the most of it. And Damien played an absolute bomb there.
Second of our quarterfinals. Winner goes on to face the all-conquering Warilla Gorillas in the semi-final. This is John Newell. Oh yeah, that's...
Nice correction, but Axe's eyes should light up here. He's got the chance now to play that couple of feet extra. You can trail the jack, land the bowl.
Yeah, the old jack eye bowl sometimes is as good a shot as that is. It gives him a little resting spot. And,
yeah.
Inside of that, you can get a little toucher off it to get those 3 points.
So it provides a target.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Doge is on a decent line again.
Oh, that's a toucher here.
Yeah.
For first and second, and some valuable points just to stretch your margin. Now out to double figures for the first time. Biggest lead.
Hiding that jack behind the orange front bowl there too, it sort of narrows up the target a little bit, even though that bowl there on that jack high, original jack high bowl's there to work off. Not being able to see the jack, it just it changes the whole end and the way it looks from the mat.
Another 3 points for lead shot as the Kangaroo enjoys what he or she is seeing. Put in check for a pouch. Oh, there is a pouch.
It's a tool belt, isn't it?
I really don't know. And I don't know why Kangaroo has a tool belt. Someone will explain it to me. So 32-19 lead now, 13 points.
Yeah, great opportunity here for the Roos to extend their lead. But
great shot.
Ali with his Tiger 2s, a bit more turn. He won't be far away here.
The tool that the Kangaroo has looks like tin. Oh, there you go. That's exactly what you predicted.
Shot.
And a toucher as well. Chris Green, you're all over it.
Yeah, just the way it was set up, Sam. It was just. I've seen Ali play so many bowls and so many games that just set up for him was just really nice. Just that arriving weight, especially with his bowls turning a touch more.
Just want to point out the respect that Aaron Sheriff is held and the esteem in which he is held by his team. They're delivering food to him. Another toucher.
Well played.
You've been stitched up brilliantly by the team in the truck.
Got a little some prawn thing, and I don't know what that is, but
They even sourced them for you.
Yeah,
Is this part of your rider for appearing, is it? Your team are made to just wait on your hand and foot?
no. Well, we were going to have a bit of lunch earlier, and then because Tiny got the box for us, we thought, we'll just wait until the nibbles come, and we've been sitting there for 2 hours waiting to have a bit of lunch. So I said to the boys, I said, no doubt, as soon as I get in commentary,
As soon as you get in
it'll
there,
come out.
absolutely.
So, true to form, it's happened.
So back to 10 points now. So now they've got to readjust their line. No
playing
trouble
well
for
for
Damien
Damien.
McGee.
He's found his weight quite nicely.
Well,
First and second shot for the Roos.
Ali, this is an interesting one because Ali could potentially just try and run this jack. Wait and see.
I think if he was only one down, he would have. But the fact that that he is 2 down and there is quite a bit of room, and as good a runner as Ali is, he is still a very good draw player.
It's going to go inside.
A big end there for the Roos.
Massive.
So first second shot, North Queensland.
So John Newell to lead off for the Roos, who have put themselves in a very, very enviable position. 22 points up with 2 ends to play in this quarterfinal.
Yeah, the point's going to need to get the shot this end, so that's something the Aussie Qld Roos just get the bowls in the head, and they just don't need to do anything silly. They're leading by 22.
It's a great start too. It's just a foot short, right on the line, makes it very difficult to get back to the jack. So, you know, the point are going to need shots and touches here, and that bowl just makes it extremely difficult for him to get that.
So just pushes that out the back. No drama there though.
Really good shot, yeah.
Axe's first bowl falling short forces him now on the other hand, especially as they want to be trying to get some touches, 22 behind.
Yeah. Just under the line. Well, it wasn't too bad. It does, you know, it is 2 bowls in an area, and Ali's been known to rip a single bowl target off.
Yep.
So, you know, he hasn't got the shot, but he's given him 2 good seconds.
John Newell walking this one down. And he's picking up pace in the stride too. I think he's liking this.
Yeah, up to the
And
jack.
that's why
I think
should have first and second maybe.
I think Ali will
Ali
get
be
run.
getting in running here.
Oh no. Just up through on the forehand, so
It's a tough shot, tough weight.
yeah.
Axe has got a great runner on him as well, so can't count him out playing this shot, but I thought he might have been a little bit more aggressive at this.
How's the line, Greenie?
Yeah, well, he's in the area to promote his own up through.
Oh. Just a little wide, just a little wide. So lead shot will go to the Roos, and now they lead by 25 points. Halfway through the 4th end. There's still time for the point,
I think,
but you've got to get moving here.
yeah, you see in the top of your screen there, Ali having a chat to Axon. I think that's what Ali's saying. He was in 2 minds, as Aaron was suggesting with his last bowl of the previous end, whether he runs it through or to draw it.
So Damien McGee owns the team too, doesn't he?
Yep. And he was clearly then their #1 draft pick.
Without doubt. And probably been their #1 contributor.
Oh,
Yeah.
slips that one in.
Well,
Hello, first, second and third
for Ali,
here.
actually.
we'll be seeing Ali wind up here. The shortest light blue one there. I think if he gets hold of that pretty solid, you could see all 3 blue bowls disappear here.
Here we go. And put some weight on this.
Here we go.
Just checks it.
See you later.
Oh, that's sensational.
And
Just like that.
That
called
is
by Aaron Sheriff.
sensational. First, second and third, they were staring down the barrel of an ultimate end, and now they've got all 3.
Damien was a little stiff there. I mean, if he's a couple inches shorter or 6 inches further, he couldn't get... What's he
This is
done
a
here?
fair response. This is a very good
Wowee, what a
response.
shot, Damien.
Toucher and shot. Gauntlet laid down. Gauntlet picked up
How impressive is that?
and returned with interest.
That's really good.
Way to answer a challenge from Damien McGee.
Thing is too, that Ali's played an absolute bomb there, and Damien's come down and played an even better one and extended their lead by another 3 shots.
Yeah.
And he's hidden it.
So just a touch light.
The jack's available on the forehand, but I'd like to see Damien play his backhand again. You know, you can go and sit something jack high here, or sit something where maybe Ali can rip both bowls out or something like that. On the backhand, I don't think he can set up a target like that.
The lead is 28 points, and if he can land this, That might be it for the
if he's
point.
back to the jack, he's
Oh,
good.
look at this. This is extraordinary.
Damien,
this
what
is
do I know?
extraordinary.
What do I know?
If you don't mind, Damien McGee and the crowd are loving his work.
Well, this could be the match.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
31-point lead.
If Ali can't play a bomb here, then they'll be shaking hands. It'll be game over. Shot clock's at 16 seconds. Plenty of time to get it away.
Can he come up big again on the drive?
He's looking. Oh, he needs some luck.
Ah,
wow.
and has it.
He made us free.
So he keeps this interesting.
Just prior to obviously hitting the front, he's yelled out no jack.
It was a 31-point North Queensland lead.
So first, second shot, go away the point, keep this one well and truly alive.
They've got first and second, and now it's a matter to see if they get third. Can they get an ultimate end to keep a little flame flickering?
Well, that end had a bit of action, didn't it?
Yeah, it was
Entertaining.
a little bit of a quiet, sort of mundane game until that point. Bombs flying everywhere. Oh, it's
Well, that was
easy.
a good measure.
Yeah. It's in
Ultimate
by,
end.
It's in by half a bowl.
Almost reached the other side.
The Specsavers one of our sponsors?
Yes, they are. Should have gone to Specsavers, keeping on top of your eye health is our turf. Nicely done, Aaron Sheriff, working sponsors in as well. Not much this bloke can't do.
13 points.
13
margin
points.
That was massive. That was, I mean, Ali was in the area there, but he's got pretty fortunate to get his bowl through the shot bowl. No jack. If he puts that bowl onto the jack, then it's game over as well. So yeah, exciting finish now.
So it was 31 points up until that final bowl, and now it's just 13.
I still think they need some points here early on, whether it's touch or all the. I think lead crossover. I think that's vital for the point. Generally, if you're leading by 10 to 15 and you can grab that lead crossover, it goes a long way towards winning you the match.
Well, the point need probably first and third at least at the moment if they get the crossover. So yeah, the Roos will be looking. You know, if they can get a toucher to extend the lead, the crossover, then it's going to make it very difficult. And
It's well short from John Newell.
sort of a free rein to get through that then.
So now Dave Axon.
Perfect bowl here would be just a foot, probably another foot of weight on it, just turn the jack around the corner.
It's pretty close, isn't he?
Just
It's a
like
toucher
this.
here.
Yeah, that's
we
perfect.
go.
You've seen this before, Aaron.
It's a replay, isn't it?
Just 10 points in it now. Can you believe that?
Yeah, couldn't have played that much better, Axe. It's amazing how momentum swings with just one bowl.
Yep.
Yep.
It was all.
That's all it was.
All the Roos, and then Ali gets that result with his last one, and Axe jumps straight on it. Doge is just off, and now it's advantage point.
So last bowl for the leads here. If the points stay in, that's another 3 points, and then it's only 7 points the margin.
So then what's that? First and third's good enough then.
Yeah. Oh, look at this.
Has he got the jack again?
Coming right down with it.
He sure
Yes,
Oh,
wowee.
big time. 3 in a row.
David Axon. Well, he had his leading boots on earlier tonight, and he's. I think he's just found them again.
Yeah, that was impressive. 2 touches, 6 points,
Yep.
unless
He had 3 in the spot in a row. 1, 2, and 3. The 2 touches in a row.
Doge is on the attack. What's he done here?
Still
Just a
watching it.
7-point
Got his
game.
own. Got both his own.
Oh, so this is a
Well.
big opportunity now for the point to steal this. Margin back to just 4 points. 2 touches and a lead. Almost the ultimate lead from John Newell. Apologies from Dave Axon for the point. Just clinging on, clawing their way back. And now it's anybody's.
Well, he's just asked Dave Axon to stand on the spot down the back there. If the end's killed off, it gets respotted down on the tee. So you can see Axe there with his foot right on the spot. That's where Ali'd be wanting to get as close as he can to that spot.
The score check after 3 ends, Sam, 47.
25 in
Yeah.
favour of North Queensland. So they were up by 22 at that point. But they got to 31 points in front up until that final delivery from Ali Forsyth.
But after the last end heroics of this man,
Yeah.
he could probably still draw 3 touches here.
Is he up?
Oh,
Is he
he
up?
might have just got
What's he done?
first.
Oh my
Oh, stop it.
There you go.
gosh. Wow. The
He
McGee.
thrives under this
Hey?
type of pressure. Does Damien McGee. He's
What a
done
shot.
it in event 1 every time Warilla thought we might just have you measure. He had other ideas, and he does so now again.
And the crowd's absolutely loving it.
Lead back to 7 points for North Queensland. And they've got the first shot.
Still
Knock that on.
first.
Oh, close.
Wow. First and third still good enough for the point.
Yep.
Does Stamo jump on the forehand and draw another toucher?
Well, I think he's well. I don't. To be perfectly honest, I think the way Ali's playing that backhand, he's looking to put the orange bowl through the blue bowl. If he happens to get the orange onto the jack, it's probably going out to the other side of the rink. So
Did go the forehand, Greenie. That's not coming.
what's he done?
Oh, hang on. I spoke too soon. That really came in sharply.
Jack eye. Well, you never know. If he does get the front orange one through the blue bowl, it might actually catch. Might actually catch that shot. So this is the match.
This is it. This is for a spot in the semi-finals to try and steal it. Ali Forsyth.
McGee has got another one to come, but this it's going to be pretty hard to get out of this if Ali plays it. How's he going? It's
Has he
just
got
under.
that on? Oh, by the
What a hero,
barest of
Damien
margins.
McGee.
Damien McGee has pulled an absolute rabbit out of a very, very small hat
Absolutely
to hold
incredible.
out the point, who finished with a full head of steam, wind in their sail, and then out of nowhere, Damien McGee just takes all the air out of it. North Queensland Roos, very happy North Queensland Roos with Chris Green.
Sam, you're right, mate. They are a very happy North Queensland Aussie Qld Roos, but we've got some of the best players in the world playing some of the best bowls here this week. But Dojo, tell us about this man standing in the middle of us.
Oh, mate, he's just been burning all week. It's been a pleasure to play with him, and what a bomb at the end there, mate, to win the game. Can't believe it. Awesome.
Non-stop, mate, highlight reel, Damo. Look, event 1, very impressive. Event 2, you did run out a bit of steam, but event 3, you're back. Have you got a couple more games left in you?
Mate, I've got a couple more, hopefully. I'd like to play right through, but we'll see what happens, eh?
No, well done, boys. We'll let you go so you can get ready for later on. But good luck, and we can't wait to see you back on the green.
Join us next week for more UBC action.
Here we go.
Checks it.
See you later.
Oh, that's sensational. Damien McGee has pulled an absolute rabbit out of a very, very small hat. The UBC is proudly supported by Ryman Healthcare, Henselite, Sports Centre, Audica, Specsavers, Apia, and the Dandenong Club.